Yeah, Assalamualaikum and salam sejahtera guys. Now, today we are going to learn the last video for exam exercise, the format for short answers. Okay, short answers. So we start with the question 31, protecting endangered species. So the first step to protecting endangered species is learning about how interesting and important they are. Our natural world provides us with clean air and water, food and medical sources, commercial, aesthetic and recreational benefits. Visit a national park or wildlife reserve. Scientists tell us the best way to protect endangered species is to protect their habitat. Get involved by volunteering at your local nature center or wildlife reserve. You can go wildlife or bird watching in nearby parks or forest reserve. Pesticides are hazardous pollutants that affect wildlife at many levels. Many pesticides take a long time to degrade and they build up in the soils or throughout the food chain. Predators such as hawks and owls can be harmed if they eat poison animals. Some group of animals such as amphibians are particularly vulnerable to these chemical pollutants and suffer greatly as a result of the high levels of pesticides in their habitat. Recycle and buy sustainable products. Buy recycled paper and sustainable products like bamboo. Never buy furniture made from wood from rainforests. Recycle our smartphones because a mineral used in smartphones and other electronics is mined in gorilla habitat. Minimize your use of palm oil because forests where tigers live are being cut down to plant oil palm plantations. Never purchase product made from threatened or endangered species. Avoid supporting market dealing in illegal wildlife such as tortoise shell, ivory and coral. Be careful of products including fur from tigers and polar bears, crocodile skin, and medicinal products made from rhinos, tigers, or Asiatic black bear. Harassing wildlife is cruel and illegal. Shooting, trapping, or forcing a threatened or endangered animal into captivity is also illegal and can lead to their extinction. Don't participate in this activity. If you come across any, please report to your local state or federal wildlife enforcement office. Adapted from www.endangered.org. So this article about endangered species and how then it teach us, okay, it tells us about on how to preserve their habitat and how we can preserve our nature, okay, by reduce the use of palm oil, by not taking any products that made from endangered species such as fur from tigers and polar bears and so on. So let's look at the question 1 to 8. Number 1. People must know how wildlife to them. How interesting and important. How interesting and important wildlife to them. Okay, how interesting and important. Okay, number 2. In order to know more about wildlife, make a visit to any national park or wildlife reserve. Okay, number 3. According to scientists, the best way to protect wildlife is to protect their habitat. Number 4. Many of us use pesticides without realizing that pesticides are hazardous to wildlife in many ways. Okay, number 5. People can get themselves involved in wildlife by volunteering at wildlife reserve or national park. Okay, number 6. Amphibians are especially sensitive to the chemical pollutants found in pesticides. Okay. Number 7. Why is it advisable to recycle smartphones to protect gorilla habitats? Okay, because in a smartphone we have a mineral there that the mineral is what call that? Is mined in gorilla habitat. Okay, number 8. Please make a report to the authority concerned if you come across any form of wildlife harassment. Number 9. The word that has the meaning the natural environment where wildlife is the habitat. Against the law, illegal. Okay, the word is illegal. Okay, let's go to the question 31. Question 32. Do you know what static electricity is? Conduct a simple experiment and find out what static electricity is. What will you need for this experiment? A dry plastic comb, an indoor tap, and your head of clean dry hair or anybody's. What's next? First, turn on the tap and slowly adjust it until you have got a very thin stream of water flowing. Remember that it must be a very thin stream. Next, use the plastic comb and brush it through your clean dry hair 10 times. Bring the comb close to the flowing water slowly, making sure not to touch the water. You will notice the thin stream of water bending towards the comb. Wow, it's quite magic, eh? You can do this at home. Okay, boleh cuba ni di rumah by combing your hair and then take the comb and nearly to the stream of water. Why is it such? When you use the comb to brush your hair, what happens is the tiny parts of the atoms in your hair called electrons are collected on the comb. These electrons have a negative charge. Since your comb has this negative charge, it will be attracted to things that have a positive charge. It's just like how magnets are attracted to certain metals. Okay, jadi maksudnya sikat itu dia menarik positive charge daripada aliran air tadi. So when you bring the negatively charged comb near the tap, it is attracted to the positive force of the water. The attraction is strong enough to actually pull the water towards the comb as it's flow. You can use tissue paper if you want to try another experiment with your comb. Tear the tissue paper into tiny pieces, as tiny as you can. Then brush your comb through your hair 10 times. Your comb will be charged. Bring the comb close to the tiny places of the tissue paper. The tiny bits of tissue paper will jump up as if attracted to the comb. It is exactly the same way the water is pulled to the comb. Okay, maksudnya kalau kita sikat rambut kita 10 kali, kemudian kita cerai-ceraikan tisu, kita letakkan sikat tersebut pada tisu dan tisu itu akan naik tertarik kepada sikat kita. So the two simple experiment show what static electricity is. Isn't it wonderful? You can try this very simple yet interesting experiment at home or in school. Okay, adapted from sciencebob.com. Okay, let's answer this question. Question 1. To conduct an experiment on static electricity, you need a dry plastic comb, an indoor tap, and anybody's clean dry hair. Okay, number 2. Make sure you adjust the tap until you get a thin stream of fluid water. Okay, kena aliran air yang halus sahaja. Okay, number 3, brush your clean dry hair using the plastic comb 10 times. 10 kali. Okay, 10 times. Brush your clean dry hair using the plastic comb touching the water. Okay, number 4. Bring the comb to the flowing water slowly without touching the water. Number 5, the thin stream of water will keep bending towards the comb. Number 6, the electron, which are the tiny parts of the atom in our hair, are collected on the comb. Number 7, the negatively charged comb is attracted to the positive force of the stream of the flowing water. And number 8, another experiment to show static electricity is using tiny piece of tissue paper. Okay, complete the table below with a word from the text. Carry out. Carry out maksudnya menjalankan. So in other words that you can find out in the article is conduct. Minute. Okay, minute. Dia either word is tiny. Okay, in the article tiny. Okay, for the last question, question 33. Okay, actually it's about the article here at the bottom here. Okay, we need mystery. Why the need for mystery shoppers? I think some of you have done it early this year about this article, but most of you still haven't done it yet. So mystery shoppers are hired by certain companies to pretend to be customers. They are trained people to audit the stores they are assigned to visit. These shoppers are given very specific details and instruction as to what they have to do. They need to provide feedback to the company after the visit. Mystery shoppers are hired to help companies assess certain aspects like staff, prices, customer service, environment of the store, and many others. These mystery shoppers can provide insights into certain issues or matters much more accurately than the employees. Companies need these insights to improve their service or tackle a situation immediately. Companies are very concerned about employees' interaction and rapport with customers. This is because without customers, companies cannot survive. Therefore, the role of mystery shoppers comes in. Mystery shoppers are usually tasked to tackle or interact with specific employees the company want. With information companies receive about their employees, these companies will be able to act more fairly towards certain employees. On another matter, it also helps to ensure that all the store's employees are conducting themselves ethically and politely and giving the customers the best service. The information that the mystery shoppers provide also helps a company to improve on certain weaknesses and reinforce certain strengths. In other words, mystery shoppers are there to help companies identify relevant training for their employees in terms of skills and competencies, thereby helping by the company to grow. Mystery shoppers always take their job very seriously. Most of them are trained and skilled to carry out a task. They know that they need to look situation objectively. They understand that they are an integral component of the company even though they are only hired to look into certain issues. So be aware, berhati-hati, because among us there are mystery shoppers, okay, and their task is to do a survey, a real survey about on how the employees act either politely and ethically to the customers. So let's look at the questions. Number 1, mystery shoppers need to pretend that they are customers at the stores they visit. Mereka akan berpura-pura sebagai pelanggan di dalam kedai-kedai, contohnya Freshmart dan TF dan sebagainya. So berhati-hati. And then number 2, the main job of the mystery shoppers is to audit the stores they visit. Okay, they have been giving a task that they have been given a task to make an audit to the stores. Number 3, the mystery shoppers need to give feedback to the company on matters they are tasked with. So after they do the audit, they will give the feedback to the company's back, okay, on how the what we call that, how the companies perform and give what we call service to the customers. Okay, number 4, mystery shoppers provide insight which are very helpful in helping companies to improve their service and look into certain issues. Number 5, for most companies, their customers are so important that they hire mystery shoppers to look into their employees' interaction and rapport with the customers. Okay, ketika kita bekerja di Flashmart contohnya, kita mungkin tidak tahu bahawa ada pelanggan yang akan berpura-pura untuk melihat bagaimana kita melayan mereka. Okay, and this report will be submit to the companies. And then number 6, feedback from mystery shoppers help companies act more fairly towards their employees. Okay, jadi ini membantu mereka company untuk bertindak secara adil. Ada pekerja yang malas, ada pekerja yang rajin dan sebagainya. Number 7, companies are able to see their weaknesses and strength from the insight and information provided by mystery shoppers. Number 8, mystery shoppers know that their information is very important, so they have to act on the task assigned very objectively. So mereka perlu adil ketika memberikan maklum balas berkaitan dengan tugasan yang diberikan. So they are very objectively, tidak dipengaruhi oleh emosi dan sebagainya. Okay, question 9 and 10. Complete the table below with a word from the text. Precise. Okay, precise, tepatlah, ketepatan, precise. So the word that can be found in the text is specific. Number 10, very important. Very important, the word is that has the same meaning with very important is integral. So that's all for today. We will go to the another form of examination after this. Thank you.